Oh yes, Marvel's Midnight Suns is coming at us, which means we got the entire cast according to scoopers and reports. So let's go over this team, which makes me convinced that nobody's actually ever picked up an actual copy of the Midnight Suns. I really don't understand how we got to the point where the Midnight Suns are now all characters that are associated with either Moon Knight and or Daredevil, but that's where we're at because of like 2 covers from one specific run in the last decade that's tainted that brand forever. Let's just put it that way. Either way though, I digress from my tangent as a Midnight Suns and a fan of the occult side of Marvel, and I want to focus on this. This report has been making its way around for a while now, and from what I can gather, it's all sorts of insiders and scoopers all sort of compiled into one list by, as far as I can trace it back, it came from Updates for Marvel, so it's got to be legit because it was posted on Twitter and Reddit. And they say that the Midnight Suns in the MCU, when the project happens, will officially be Blade, why yes, because he's a Midnight Sun, Doctor Strange, I suppose you can work that in there. Moon Knight, okay. Ghost Rider, yeah, that's fitting. Jennifer Kale, okay. I never figured the Good Little Witch, that's her code name, would ever make it in there, but you know, why not? She has a connection with plenty of the Midnight Suns, from Ghost Rider to Man-Thing, for example, so that can work. Werewolf by Night, this is a given. I mean, you're not really gonna do Midnight Suns without Werewolf, are you? That'd be kind of stupid. Elsa Bloodstone, finally about time this character gets some justice. Recently reread all of her appearances, which was a good 7.5 comics, so I'm prepped for her. Black Knight, okay. I mean, it's not like Kit fits into Eternals 2 or whatever, so this makes sense. The interesting ones are the last 2 that are reportedly being added. Hellstrom, which makes me believe it's probably not the Hulu version because they literally scrubbed all dimensions of Marvel out of that show and even the title, so it's gonna be a reboot of Hellstrom. And last but not least, and this one shocking to say the least, Hannibal King. I like Hannibal King, I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's a good fit, because then, if Hannibal King is received well enough, you could potentially spin him off into his own thing. Probably do like a Night Stalker spin-off, and since he's more or less, I guess you could say, Marvel's version of Constantine, although not exactly that magical or occult, it fits in my opinion. But this is quite a huge undertaking for a team, and the ones that I don't think should be here are honestly Moon Knight and Doctor Strange. If Doctor Strange is in it right from the start, the team is kind of pointless and overpowered. So I think he's got to kind of show up at the end or be some sort of like middleman between them and the Avengers. But overall, if this turns out to be true, hey, it's a decent team. A lot of obscure characters I do enjoy.